Hey guys, welcome back to another video. And as you can see by the title, we'll be doing nunchucks again. I'm just gonna move my bed out of the way. Alright, so I brought the camera down a little more because you can see my legs, so I can show you how to actually bounce it off your legs and just about every part of your body. Now, first thing I'm gonna say, which if you haven't seen episode 1 yet, you should probably go see it. It tells you more about the nunchucks and how you're gonna want to start. But I'm just gonna wait. Let me focus camera. All right, you're going to want to bounce the nunchucks off of you with this area right here. Now, some of your nunchucks, a sliver or just a cut in it, and how far it goes down, it depends on where you can actually bounce off. Now, if it's going all the way down, then no. But anyways, now we're gonna start with how to bounce. All right. So I got part of my costume on because I can do this. It'll help protect my neck because I'm still learning how to bounce it off my neck, but I'll show you all how to do it. But basically, you're gonna make sure you do not hit your esophagus. Number one rookie mistake: do not do that. Anyways, you're going to sling it around and off of here. Now, I would not recommend doing this one currently unless you have something to cover your neck, alright? So, like I said, you want to take it slow at first until finally you can go as fast as you want and as hard as you want. Next, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be bouncing it off of our legs. So, you're going to want to start out, and for a guy, this is where you want to stop, alright? This is about where you want to stop. So, you're going to bring it off, and then you're going to hit the edge of it until finally you're bouncing it off your leg. Now, the reason for being able to bounce it off your leg is because let's say someone's charging for you and they're trying to go for your leg, you can bounce it off the leg, and you could if you're good enough and quick enough, you can end up hitting them. But now we're gonna go on to this side, well, right here where the belt would be. So what you're going to do is you're going to sling it, and like I said, at first, take it slow until finally you can go as fast as you want. Now, we're going to move up to mid-waist. Oh, waist, yeah. Same thing goes for the belt, which I call this part the belt, because it's a thing I picked up from martial arts. Because, you know, what they say, don't hit below the belt. Right, we'll have the belt right here, and then we'd set the nunchucks right through here. Now, here's the fun part, which this is gonna hurt, so I would wear a long sleeve. Sorry guys, I'm going brain dead. I would wear a long sleeve shirt because it will pinch you probably the first time and drop nunchucks. But anyways, what you're gonna want to do is, wait, I need to focus my camera. Alright, what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to wrap it around. Do not get this part of it, which it could be a chain, it could be whatever. Do not let this part touch your arm. Because if it wraps around just right, it will come through and it will pinch. And it does not feel good. So what you're going to do is then you can just do this number. Next, I'm going to show you how to bounce it from the shoulder to the groin without actually hurting yourself. Now, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to actually warm up for this one. So, just to warm up, spin the nunchucks as fast as you can, like this. And as you saw in the last video, maybe warm up your arm by doing something like this. So, now let's get started. So what you're going to do is you're going to use the edge part, like I said, going to bounce it off the shoulder, and sorry, it's a force of habit, but you're going to pop it like this down, and then after that, this is a crucial part because if you need to use your left hand, you're going to need to use it quick. So you pop this behind, instead of just doing this, you're going to pop this behind your shoulder like this, because here's the thing, they're charging at you and you switch like this, unless you're quick enough, you're not going to be able to hit them. But if you switch like this and they're coming at you, you can hit them up beside the jaw, or just hit them wherever, because you can get a lot of leverage hitting like that. But like I said, shoulder, groin, and you can do it with my knee. But you can go through and you can do this number, which I like to call a V because you're making a V whenever you do this. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you all what I like to call basically Thor's hammer. If you all have watched Avengers, which I love the Avengers, my whole room is decorated for the Avengers. What you're going to do is, like Thor in the movies, you spin this out real quick and you do not throw it. Instead, you swing it to the side just like a baseball bat. And now notice how I'm coming up and kind of covering my face a little bit, because it also helps, because if you do this and if they see a weak spot, they're going to try to go in for a hit. So as soon as you do this, it eliminates all the spots, unless it's below the belt, which that's easy to defend. You just got to back up, which, well, pins. But yeah, I enjoy it because it has this motion right here, and I like twirling around. So as you are spinning it, what's happening is, as you're spinning it, basically, if someone comes over here, they try coming from behind, and you're spinning it, what you can actually do is, I'm spinning it this way, but you can actually, over the head, and strike. And it's really fun and gentle to do. But, yeah, I'm just gonna, phone's about to die, so I'm gonna come over here. Where's my charger? Alright. Too much to go on. But, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead, while I'm putting out my phone, I'm just gonna go ahead and say this. Nunchucks, they are a very, I guess you could call, odd form of weapon, because sometimes they hurt the fighter more than they hurt the enemy because of the way they're set up. Now, here's the cool thing about nunchucks, though. I remember how I was talking about me doing this. It's because once you're doing this, you have everything right. You have everywhere that you can just hit. Well, basically you can hit in 360 degrees. So all you have to do is someone comes behind you to spin it over the head, under, and then just hit them. So from the back it would look like this. And the reason why you add this part right here is because whenever it comes down, it adds a little more speed to it, rather than if we just do this. And also it gives you time to actually aim, which I think that, well, and honestly I'm just going to say it, it's my favorite part. Then there's the other version that's counterclockwise. Go through here and then strike, which I kind of like this version a little better, because not only is it giving you this bottom part, but if you ever throw a ball down a basketball hill, or shoot a gun down a hill, throw a basketball down a hill, the momentum continues and it just gets faster and faster and faster until it hits the bottom, keeps on going. And so that's basically, whenever you're doing this part, that's basically what's happening. You're going up and then downhill, and then it carries more momentum, and then it strikes. Well, I dropped those. Now, I'm just gonna go ahead and say this. You can use foam nunchucks, but honestly, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I would not recommend it because you need to at least have some fear the nunchucks. So whenever you're actually duking it out with these things, you're not spinning it around, and it's like the first time you use actual nunchucks, you're not spinning around and accidentally hitting yourself and leaving giant bruises. But now I'm gonna teach you all one thing before I end. Well, one more thing before I end this episode, and that is, it's probably one of my favorite. And basically, it's how to actually throw a proper punch with these in your hands. So whenever you're doing this, you're going to want to memorize how to immediately clink these together and have it equal, alright? Now, a lot of times whenever you're throwing a punch, it really depends on how much damage you're trying to do. Because if you just throw a regular punch like this, it's not going to do as much damage. Now, another thing with punches is you don't want to just do this. You want to actually twist your body, because whenever you do that, it delivers more of a strong punch rather than this. But whenever you're punching your nunchucks, you're going to want to cork your body, and then a lot of times there are two things you can do. Well, three. You can punch straight, but you start like this and then twist. You can pop down, go diagonal, and then whenever you do this, even if they dodge it, you can grab the right here in the back and pop them in the side of the head. And then also there's the other version where you just go ahead and try popping them in the head. Now the problem with trying to pop them in the head just in general, because if they back up and you continue, if you don't put the arm up like this, there's a very high chance that they'll just go and immediately hit you if they dodge it. Now, so basically, like I said, this is my favorite thing because it adds another style of punching. Well, that's what happens when you enjoy boxing too much and you hit it so many times that the bolt gives out. But anyways, what you always want to remember to do is always start out like this, because if you don't, they're coming at you. You can swing like this, and then notice how I don't just do this and then start going. You're always going to want to catch it first, simply because whenever you catch it, what you can do is then immediately switch it over. And I'm going to just go ahead and teach you this as well while we're at it. Basically, you catch it, and then you sling it under, and you can catch it, and then from there, as I showed you in the last video or this video, I don't know, you can just pop it out and hit them like a gun, well, like a bullet. And it's just, nunchucks, they can be very difficult to use whenever it comes down to battling, but they're also extremely effective because of just how they work in general. Like these nunchucks, if you notice, these are ones made for being both flashy and strong. Actually, I got them from Elite Martial Arts. I wanted a pair of black nunchucks, but they said they weren't able to get them out to me at times, so I had to settle for red and this and have the sparkles on it, which I'm not a fan of. But it does look cool in the light because it has some sort of, I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of like a sunlight kind of ordeal. It's kind of like, it's kind of like looking up in the night sky. And that's basically what it looks like. But anyway, guys, thank you all for watching, and please leave a like and subscribe. And yeah, see you all later.